The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. It's 3. 2. Hey. Hey, what's going on? The ball.
Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
You back on, though. Don't be scared of it. Kill.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. Back, 25, behind. Wait. That's the way. Say. Watch, twit. 5-0.
A
carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, stop. Okay. Check 25. Check 25. Shit.
Freeman. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s purple people eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready. Flag. Hey, let's get this.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ready. White 25. White. We got 4. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From just shy of midfield, Winston escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Winston on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the gun, Winston. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
A gain of 12.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Blue ready. Two times. Hey. 4 down. Hey, even. Slam. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Alert flag. Easy. Let him go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, Freeman. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Ready. Black 22. Watch twins. Check 31. Easy. Let's go.
On second down, Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Freeman with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Hey, let's get there. Jim. 15, check 15.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
On the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
I don't think you got it, son. Slam. Come on. Sunday. 3, double T. Go. Watch the mic. Watch 57. Blue Dan. Let's go.
Jameis now on first down. Being chased out left. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Ready.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Switch. Easy. Be ready.
Now they try the right side here. Down right around the 25. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check, wait.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd and 9, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Three, triple T.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On 1st down, Freeman. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Come on, 16.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds his man Johnson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
You got Tate. You got Tate right there. Do. Chad. Kill. Easy. Kill. Alert 3.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready. Blue lady. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 3. Check 20.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Watch the slack. Hey. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Watch 98.
From the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Kill. Check it back. Easy. Check. Chase, 5 on the 50.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's get it. Ready? Flag. What is that? Tommy. 4 down. Check. 5-0. Set.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Steelers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Five on the 50. Five on the 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Go! Check safety. Big ass. Wide. Get wide. Rush, we go even. Rush in. Under 10. Under green, triple team. Kill. Hey, let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's gonna take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. All day, dog. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Here we go, D. All day.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devin Bush in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Ready. Black 25. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really